Well, hello. It's a happy Monday today. Alright, well, what are we doing today? We are finishing up Act 9. Because in my last video, I thought we were just about done. And as always, and is my fashion, I was not paying attention. So, we had another couple hours. I don't know, it's a couple hours. No, it wasn't a couple hours. It was like 45 minutes. No. It's an hour. I had another hour of video to get through. Probably like 20 minutes of downtime. Cut it down to about 32 minutes for your viewing pleasure. It's going to be a short one today. And then we've got about a 3-hour video I'm going to cut down to less than an hour for Act 10. And then we can start endgame material. It's going to be a good time. Yeah, so we had to get the talcum powder or whatever, and then we've got to defeat the 3 bosses inside the beast's belly or whatever. Been playing a lot of older games recently. I've been playing Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and even older than that, Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Oh, and of course, we're deep in Act 3 of Baldur's Gate 3. Running around Baldur's Gate, trying to kill a wizard. He's got like 4 elementals around him. I tried pushing him off the ledge, cheesing it that way, but he won't go off the ledge. I love my flamethrowers. I'm really looking forward to leveling this character up to 100 and seeing what else I can get. Since I think the intelligence caps at like 155, I go with the add strength next. Don't ask me why. Just gonna try it. Die way too often and I don't like it. And I think I've got like a tanky necromancer. Could be pretty dope. Plus there's better gear. It might not suit a witch, but I want to wear it. I like my necromancer shield maiden. I think once I get through the end game and start playing leagues, which I will do, I'm definitely gonna look up a build, see where it goes from there. I feel like there's a ton of them, but I like just doing this blind. But if you guys want to help, I'm all ears. You guys have some ultra necromancer builds, go ahead and throw some suggestions down in the old comments section, and I'll see what I can do. Got some area I should check out, and if you haven't watched the other videos, I have finished the campaign. I do know that there's a ton more to this game. I didn't even do all the mechanics along the way during the campaign. Just go back and do some things, obviously, because I gotta level up, right? So I do that. It's funny watching these things, watching all the stupid stuff I'm doing, not really paying attention to where my character's at or where these bolts of lightning are. There's definitely like holes where the lightning bolts don't cross. Those gaps I could have just sat in, instead of standing in the middle getting zapped and dying over and over again. But I didn't realize that till I was putting this video together. Shoot. Wednesday? I meant to post this last Thursday, but I had a headache for like 3 days and it just didn't happen. So I'm doing it now for Monday. Hopefully have Act 10 Wednesday or Thursday. We'll see. Got some other games we can post up some old stuff. I think the old stuff's fun. Run away! Yeah, that AoE is vicious. Just die already. There we go. There's gonna be a lot of jump cuts in this. I apologize if that irritates you. But that's just how it's gonna go. Trying to keep these short and as interesting as possible for those that want to watch this. Try not to skip the dialogue as much as possible, but there were a few times that I definitely accidentally clicked through it.
Apart from my dear Garukhan's sarcastic wit. Let us meet soon at the blood pools surrounding the lesion. And from there we shall burn ourselves a pathway into the belly of the beast.
Time to go into the belly of the beast and skeletons. Wasn't paying attention. I can almost guarantee you.
Amidst the coagulating remnants of my creation. Funny, isn't it? Once I placed my beast on a pedestal as my pride and joy. Yet now I send you to breach the hull of my pet's fouling black core. I have brewed for us a potion from the remnants of our harvesting hunt. I shall apply this fermentation to the weakened membrane and meet you within the black core where we shall further our agenda.
Alright, so I can almost guarantee you if there's like long pauses. I mean, kind of go like 3-hour videos and an hour and a half of that is me being idle, just eating lunch with the family and the game just on, hanging out with the kids. So if there's any awkward pauses I didn't cut out, that's probably what's going on. Having a conversation with somebody. If anyone didn't know, I started doing voiceovers after playing because trying to talk while I play wasn't working out for me. I have a hard time walking and chewing gum without biting my cheek, so I find this a little bit easier and less distracting. I don't have all the background noise. Do this when everyone's in bed. Love the music in this game. Very atmospheric. I mean, that's the point, but they did such a good job with it. It's unique to the areas, it's not obnoxious. Look, there's a lot of probably variants of the same types of music too. I think they use this same music, something similar to it, like in the desert, but we technically are in the desert. They just maybe they added a little more chambery ambiance or whatever because we're inside something in the desert. Gotta do the corrupted thing. Even though I don't think I'm using any of this gear. Let's go in here and kill stuff. Gotta get that XP. What level I am? 70 maybe? I guess you're wondering, I'm watching a very, very small screen in my editing software. I'm also watching other things. Makes it go by quicker. I don't know if you guys have ever recorded yourself playing games and then watch it a third time. But late at night gets it's tiring. I mean, it's tiring to watch from like a viewer perspective, but like I've already seen the footage in full several times. If you watch this whole thing, I mean, I really do appreciate the eyeballs, but I think most people kind of scan through it to see what I'm doing, how I'm handling bosses, see how I'm handling mobs, because they're like, man, your skill tree is hilarious. I'm surprised you made it this far. But that's okay. We all learn our different ways. I learn by dying over and over and over again. Although I have died less frequently than I did in the first act or two. That was rough. Sort of learned to keep my distance from mobs and bosses. Some of the boss fights though, they're like so tight you can't avoid get just crushed, and the only way to get through it is just to be uber tanky. And so the end of this act, you fight like 3 apparitions of bosses you've already beat. What is fun about watching this after the fact is I get to pay more attention to the world design. Taking the little spikes and stuff. Oh, I don't know if this one's the most hilarious one ever.
And the closer we get to finding the temple in the present day. Time to go.
And dead. Yeah, so that happened so quickly that I just sat here in amazement. Cheered on my minions. Good now, but I was just flabbergasted. Oh, and this is the other thing I didn't do. I should have gone into the temple, but I didn't. And I completely don't know why.
The location of the
Just,
temple
like,
is
completely
now
ignored the
clear.
fact.
Make sure you've got enough supplies. Let me know when you're ready and we can go. Hello. Great.
So I'm going to the hideout, so I'm assuming that if I go to a hideout, I can find her, talk to her, and go to the temple. So I'm going to obviously do that later, if that's possible. I imagine it is. I don't think I've played anything in this game where you couldn't, like, go back to something and do it.
Something doesn't seem right. Yes, it would appear our old friend Malachi has one final trick to play. A thaumaturgical wound to the hearts of my precious beast. This complicates things, but not perhaps so much that there is nothing we can do. Exile, listen to me. I'm about to release the souls of our unholy trinity from their decanter. Their anger will exude more power than you have experienced ever before. You must defeat them one by one to fuse their remnants into something volatile enough to coax the dark ember from its womb. Ready yourself.
Well, yeah, we already Dodri, Chevron, Malagaro.
Quickly now, the hearts have become doorways. End to end, complete your mission, though I cannot say exactly what you will find on the other side.
If I said those names wrong, I apologize. They're all tiny little blurry text of how small the preview screen is. I'm actually not watching anything else. I was going to, but I'm actually now intrigued and interested. I think this is like 30 minutes. That's like it's a good length. 45 minutes is pushing it. Anything longer than that, I don't think anybody cares to watch. Like, nobody likes watching those hour-long ones, at least not that I've been able to keep anyone's attention for that anyway. I'll get it. I'm trying to make some story-like ones. I was going to do that with Boulder Shady, but man, that is just hours and hours and hours. And if it was my full-time job, I absolutely would do it. Obviously, because I'd have to put in the effort, right, to keep you guys coming back. But this is my part-time hobby. I like to tinker. I don't remember who this one is. This one was the most difficult of the three, because we got like the whirling electric tornadoes and the books, and it took I died so very much. So I cut a lot of this fight out, if you can tell, like quite a bit. Otherwise, you wouldn't want to watch that. It was not that short, obviously. I think the majority of the hour of this video, I think 20 minutes, was fighting that guy. I don't know if that's true. It was a good amount of time. More than I care to admit. 20 minutes is probably too long. But it definitely took longer than the other two. The last guy was the easiest guy. I don't know that I died at all fighting this guy. Yeah, those, this entire big, long, drawn-out boss fight, all about the, weird whirlwind tornadoes.
Too much clutter.
Beating up on my minions. Can't escape it either. A slow death. Ooh, just made it. Yeah, so unlike Diablo, when you're trying to run away from things, it just makes it worse in this game, trying to run away from mobs. You just keep collecting more mobs. They don't like un-aggro. They just keep coming after you. Tried it several times. Doesn't work on a fresh area. It works if you run to an area that you've already fought in. I don't remember this one being too bad. I'm like pinning this guy down, basically swarming him with the minions, and he can't move. Just, yeah, right there. He's just gonna get staggered. I get a little aggressive though. Yeah, see, too much. Should have moved. Should have let my minions handle it. That little crossfire purple thing. Yeah, I think you're gonna see pretty much the whole fight of this one. I don't think I skipped any of this. The first one I definitely did. It was just too rough a go. Basically use my minions as tracking dogs, because a lot of times I have no idea where the boss is at, and they help me find him. Yeah, see? Those are all the deaths. That first one, you know, probably 8, 9, 10 times. Did not have an easy go of it. This one wasn't too bad either. I like that we got like a theme going on. The first one was like blue. Last one's purple and this one's green. Green and red. Like Christmas. This one's got all kinds of weird totems in it. Monoliths. Yeah, I like the levels a lot in this act. We started out with some snow and went to some deserts. Now we're in some weird mucky Belly of the Beast thing. And even the Belly of the Beast bellies areas are different. That thing wrecks the shields. Where that purple blast is. See, trying to run again. I don't think it's gonna work. Didn't work. I'm surprised I didn't cut this out. Running back through all that. Usually do. Guess I decided not to. Just get going there, guy. Hyper aggressive skulls. And if they last a little longer, I'd make them burn. Burning Legion thing's pretty dope.
Better this way.
Dead.
Too
Like you
much
better
clutter.
dead. That's what she meant to say. Oh, I'm trying to pick up a shield. My shields are made out of bones. Here we go. Go. Oh, it's my time for this one. Yeah, I did die once because of that little blast thing that they got going on. I didn't realize I should have left those tombs up. Or monoliths. Because they protect from that scream. Heal! I have no heals. Yep, get behind it. Got lucky on that one. So the first one, we'll just say I died 10 times. Second one, I died twice. And this one, I didn't die at all. Now I'm curious if that's by design, or I just got lucky in the order that I ended up playing them. And this is going to be the last boss of this act. And we're going to wrap up the video. Play the weird triple human centipede light boss. You get an A+ if you know that reference. No, I have not seen the whole movie. I don't think anyone can sit through that. It's terrible. But a classic. Just like you guys should watch. I think it's called Rubber. It's about a tire that kills. It's a ridiculous premise, but also amazing that someone made a movie out of it. Man, later it gets the worse I talk. This one, I think I died a couple of times. Let's count the ways. That was one. That was two. Need to get a death counter. That was three. Four. We're so close. Hey! Didn't die as much as I thought I did. That's it, guys. I think there's 2 minutes left of the video. I'm gonna get through some dialogue. So I'm gonna leave you with that. If you made it through the entire video, thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving your attention, your time. I know that it is precious to you. And if you're just chilling at work watching this, thanks a lot.
She so happened to find you failing at drowning on some godforsaken fleshy piece of land. Thought it'd be obvious. Grandfather and we came to thank you for our little reunion here you started. Caught wind that you were playing around up here with that dead beast from the locals. So we followed your trail, dreading we'd be finding your body bits strewn all over this godforsaken mountain. But lo and behold, what do we get? Our favourite exile twiddling their thumbs. Your lucky old Whalem's still got some thaumaturgical prowess in his bones. How the hell did you end up here anyhow? Well, I suppose you'll be wanting us to ferry you over to Oriath. Take care of that nasty cannibal god Katava once and for all? Well, we'd be glad to oblige. There'll be plenty of treasures in ruined Theopolis just sitting there for the taking, I'm sure. Say the words and we'll set the sails. Time?
I ain't gonna lie to you, friend. You look like actual shite. Like a real big steamy pile of goat droppings. What in the bloody hell happened to you since we last crossed compasses? Well, never fear. Your favorite
Well, as always,
Captain
guys,
O'Brot
have a fantastic
is here to
day.
save the day.
Go ahead and like the video if you liked it. Go ahead and leave a comment with whatever you'd like to say. And you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.
Go. Just in time as well. Grandad says
See you in the
there's
next one.
thaumaturgical headwind blowing our way.